Ya son muchos años demostrando. Y la calle sabe quién sigue matando. El bandidaje activo. Loca con el chivo. Mañana no se sabe, pero hoy estamos encendidos. La paso chévere con todas las mami y los títeres. Que eres demonia, ya me enteré. ¿Te gusta?
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony with David And now the opening lineup for Boston. They've got Jackson. LeBron James is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Boucher in at the center position. And for Minnesota, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Thompson. Then it's Kuminga. Then it's Williams. And it's Hartenstein in at power forward. This should be a fun one, Greg. Two teams that are among the most athletic in the NBA.
And I don't know if it'll be a track meet, but it will be an up-tempo game, and that's the only way these teams know how to play.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And upping the intensity, SGA forces his way through the contact.
James dishes to Porter. DiVincenzo passes to Porter. The feed to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Here's DiVincenzo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Richard, doesn't Dante DiVincenzo have infectious energy?
The minute he hits the floor, he is playing his entire heart out. It's a jolt of energy for the team, and the fans feel it also.
It's his first trip to the line. Shoot 2. And the first one at the line is good. And so DiVincenzo nails both of them. RJ, when we talk about the Boston Celtics, they've transformed into a real heavyweight out east.
Oh, they are a dominant team out east, one of the dominant teams in this league. Look, they have so much young talent and talent that they drafted and developed. This group, their only job is to contend for championships.
Now, here's Kuminga. Guarded by Porter. Kuminga, no good. The Celtics on offense. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
Yeah, and they took both games they played against this club last season.
Jackson gets the bucket.
You like the concentration there because Jackson got hit.
Thompson outside. Hits the three-point bomb.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Boston. Williams against Boucher. The dish to Porter. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
And the size Porter Jr. has helps him on those physical takes. Great work inside there.
Got a piece of it. Kuminga buries it down low.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
James against Gilgeous-Alexander. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
The selfless attitude of James. When someone on his team has a clean look, he feeds him.
Kuminga the pass to Thompson. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And the rejection by LeBron.
And on with the block. Look, the shooters are working hard, but he is all over them.
DiVincenzo finds James. Shot clock at 5. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's DiVincenzo. And again, it's Boston converting.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Timberwolves youth dance team.
A chance to check out the shooting guards across the NBA that have averaged the highest number of assists over the last month. Number 5 is Donte DiVincenzo.
And what that group has a great understanding of is the importance of ball movement. I mean, they can all create their own shot, but their superb ability to set up teammates really stands out.
Yeah, it all starts with ball movement, Greg. And when your off guard has that kind of unselfish mindset that these guys do, it makes a huge difference.
And they get it back. Jackson looking it over near the three-point line. It's Porter. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Porter's got his second bucket.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Thompson from long range sinks the triple. Here's LeBron. Still scoreless. There's the pass to DiVincenzo. Boucher with the ball. Jackson from long range. Rebound by Williams.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Thompson. Williams trying to break free. The shot by Thompson, no good.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Minnesota making some changes. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for Hartenstein. And Kispert subbed in for Kuminga. Celtics also with a sub. Powell, he's checked in for Donte DiVincenzo. Porter kicks to Powell. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls up. The offensive rebound. And Jackson gets it to go.
Oh, this is what you love seeing. Jackson Jr. using that size advantage on the offensive glass.
Here's Marshall. Driving in. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Boucher's shot is off. Timberwolves trail. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And this young man, a rising scorer who continues to improve. Gilgeous-Alexander may soon be the focal point of every opponent's scouting report.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Green's checked in.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Boucher passes to Powell. Over Green. Williams with the block. Passes it to Green. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Marshall passes to Williams. That ball. Great assist by Marshall.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
There's 42 seconds left in the first. Here's James, and the shot is good.
Okay, King James. Look, there is no stopping Bron when he gets on the bounce.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Kispert. Here's Williams. The rebound by the Celtics. Porter dishes to Powell. Takes it from 10. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Okay, so sinong dalawang James na
The free throw drops for Powell.
Okay, dalawang baso.
Now, here's Gilgeous Alexander. What a tremendous game he played against Utah. Over James. The shot's good from Gilgeous Alexander. Gilgeous Alexander's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves. Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this. Getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
Kispert is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Green. Then there's Shea Gilgeous Alexander. And it's Williams at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And that's a foul called on Josh Green. That's his first foul.
And it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Thompson, he's checked in for Minnesota. DiVincenzo passes to Boucher. Jackson misses. Minnesota in the lead. And Greg, we still see players embellishing contact. Is enough being done to discourage those creative flourishes?
We're talking about flopping, right? I mean, we're seeing the league experiment assessing a technical free throw. It's necessary, or guys will keep jerking their heads and falling down, and who wants to see that?
Gilgeous Alexander hits them both. Celtics trail by 4. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron James last season passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to become the NBA's all-time leading scorer. LeBron says, that record was never in my head because I've always been a pass-first guy. So it was never a goal of mine. Kevin, there's perhaps no greater tribute to James's all-around game that he could set that mark without setting his mind to it. Back to you.
Well said, D.A., thank you. And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road, take good shots, and knock them down with confidence.
They took the air out of the crowd again and again with big shots. They never let the fans become a factor.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's LeBron James absorbing hits on the drive.
And making it look easy. LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Williams kicks to Thompson. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Boston trailing. LeBron James on the wing. LeBron brushing off the contact.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Shots good by Williams. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter. The Celtics have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Thompson with the bucket.
I just love how fast Thompson Thompson gets his shot off. It makes him so much more lethal.
RJ, if you had to choose someone to take the last shot in the big game, Klay Thompson, I'm assuming, is right up there.
Oh, Kev, Klay Thompson would be my number one. He plays with an even temperature. His facial expressions never change. He's never too high, never too low. And look, we've obviously seen that he can knock down any shot at any time.
James with it. He has 6. LeBron finishes inside with authority.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Pass to Williams. Thompson from long range. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
LeBron passes to Porter. He's off on that one.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Pass to Williams. Thompson outside. Shoots over James. Moves back up. The shot by Williams, no good.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from LeBron.
And it's the level of creativity that separates LeBron. It's second to none because he's such an incredible ball handler also.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. Marshall comes in for Kispert. Green, he's checked in for Thompson. And Bones Island subbed in for Gilgeous Alexander. The Celtics also changing it up. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Chris Boucher. Powell comes in for Michael Porter. And Curry subbed in for Jaren Jackson.
Yo, watch out. LeBron James on the break. Honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth. Just get out of the way.
Highland against Curry. Highland passes to Williams. The putback, and Williams is right there.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Curry kicks to LeBron. 1:11 left in the first half. And Duren slams it in.
Just another dime from LeBron. And this man, every time he drops a dime, I feel like he moves up the leaderboard.
Right side, Williams. Down low, Highland. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Highland's got his first basket of the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys pull contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Hawkins checked in for Williams. Marjanovic checked in for Boston. And the Celtics with possession here, trailing by 4. Clock at 6. DiVincenzo passes to Powell. From outside, off the mark.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Highland, and again it's Minnesota converting.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Clay, it looked like you really wanted to come out strong offensively tonight.
Yeah, I was just trying to come out and play my game and stay aggressive, I need to score to help this team win. I think me and the perimeter players doing a good job of that.
You guys do get energy from seeing the ball go in the basket. Thanks, Clay. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. In the first period, their biggest lead was a slim 3 points. What a second quarter for them. They're up by 6 at the break. A nice lead. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Well, the three-point shooting was the key thus far. When you're knocking down those shots from the perimeter, it really spreads the floor. You demand respect from the defense. We'll see if they can keep it flowing in the second half.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
Hard to feel happy when your opponent's shooting over 60%. They're going to have to make things harder for those defense.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. On the court for the Celtics, we've got Chris Boucher. Porter is out there with Jackson. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's James in at the 1 spot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on LeBron James.
And able to get himself to the line. SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. Celtics trail by 8.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
First trip to the line for him here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
LeBron James going to the free throw line. Let's just say it's not his most accurate of positions, but hey, even players like him got to have things that need to work on.
And he makes both free throws. So it's the Timberwolves now. The pass to Kuminga. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's off from 3-point range. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Boston. 6-point game.
It's hard to quantify how impactful Jaren Jackson Jr. is on D. He does so much.
Yeah, the rim protection is elite. That's why he was Defensive Player of the Year, Greg. But he can also switch out on screens and not look lost. The sky is the limit for him defensively.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Celtics trail by 8. Now DiVincenzo. 9 points in the game so far, and the shot goes in. Outside Williams. Back to Thompson. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
LeBron against Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the two-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself.
Jackson kicks to DiVincenzo. Just 5 to shoot. James has a 2-pointer. They get it back. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Boucher.
Those are some hustle points. Really bonus points when you put in a miss.
Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
The team first mentality of Thompson. When someone on his squad is open, he finds them.
LeBron passes to DiVincenzo. No good on the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Porter. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
With great positional size, Gilgeous-Alexander can finish over defenders.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Steps back and shoots. And the jumper is good. And now a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Klay Johnson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you're just asking for him to drop another triple on you.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Kispert's checked in. James looking around. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And such a physical player inside. LeBron doesn't fear contact on the way up.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Green, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And he sinks the second. Timberwolves leading by 8. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 18. DiVincenzo kicks to Jackson. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. With the All-Star game almost near, let's see how the East is shaking out. Taking a look at Boston. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason.
And, you know, for Boston, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Curry passes to Jackson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Jackson's got 7 points.
Well, Jackson has become a threat from range, taking and making those shots more consistent.
To the wing right side. He was all alone on that one.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Porter passes to Jackson.
There is no secret that Jackson Jr. can score. The D was a little over-aggressive there.
Clearly foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And also, they are working the opposition from the mid-range, continuing to fire away with confidence from there.
Boston making a switch here. Powell's checked in.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses, and he wants that one back.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime? Much more effective here in the second half.
Over in the corner, Marshall. That one, no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Curry kicks to DiVincenzo. Passes it to Marjanovic. 5 to shoot. Here's Curry. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Now just a 2-point Timberwolves lead. Inside. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist from Marshall.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Marjanovic finds Powell. Outside for Curry. Shoots over Gilgeous, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Minnesota's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. We've got Thompson. Hawkins is out there with Bones Highland. Then it's Kuminga, and it's Williams at the 5 roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And Kuminga gets it to go.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one. But look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Porter's checked in for Seth Curry. Timberwolves leading by 4. Outside Williams. Kicks to Thompson. Here's Hawkins. Off target from three-point range.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Pass to Boucher. 6 on the shot clock. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got assist number 5 here tonight. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Kuminga the pass to Highland. Here is Hawkins. For 3. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. James gets inside and finishes.
Now look, a coach is going to trust LeBron James to just put up monster numbers because that's who he is. But it is nice to see him get into a nice groove like this.
And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Thursday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the New York Knicks. They'll take on Stephen Curry and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And you know for that matchup with Washington, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Here's Hawkins. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Hawkins has got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Porter.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside. And
the Timberwolves call time here.
Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. Now, they told the team, we're winning this game with our defense. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Powell. And he banks in the layup. And the Celtics lead by 1. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry.
Highland's shot is good.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
It's Powell with the drive. Duran the pass to Boucher. Outside Porter. The 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Williams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Highland against James. Minnesota again turning it over. Hartenstein's checked in for Highland. Celtics also with a sub. Jackson's checked in. And And so it's Boston with it. They trail by 1. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home. Here's Powell. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got his 7th assist in the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Dance, the Timberwolves dancers.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, LeBron James.
And he's been dialed in from the field, Kevin. Good on over 60% of his attempts. They've been working the ball around well, and he's benefited with a lot of open looks. And boy, has he made the most of it.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Corey Kispert comes in for Kuminga. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Hawkins.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the 4th quarter. Here's Kispert, and Boucher sends it back. Williams gets the bucket. Here's DiVincenzo. To the inside, taken away by Williams. Kispert dishes to Thompson.
One of the premier shooters in this game, in the history of this game. You want the ball in Clay's hands down the stretch.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
A tight game. He is exactly who you wanted at the line.
Here's LeBron. Williams with the block. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boucher. Timberwolves leading by 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got 6 rebounds here tonight. LeBron, no luck. For Minnesota, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th of 9. Williams passes to Thompson. Fires from deep. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Thompson's got 5 points now this quarter.
What a big moment for Klay Thompson with the game up for grabs. He comes up huge. Pressure, what is that?
Here's James. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
How many times have we seen LeBron hit a huge bucket in his career? I don't know. I've lost count, but that was beautiful.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're behind by 6. 51 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 51 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's James. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. James misses. To the paint. There's Kispert. And the dunk by Kispert.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
DiVincenzo hits the bucket.
Known as a point forward, James excels at facilitating the offense and making his teammates better. One of the best to ever do.
And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Timeout called the Celtics. They're trailing by 8. We've got 22 seconds left in the 4th. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them. So why not go down fighting?
We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Outside Curry. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
You have the foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul somewhat different.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
I'm not going to lie. That's big, making all of those. Giving them a little bit more breathing room.
Buries it from outside.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're up by 4. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try to extend the game.
It's the first. That puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
And so Minnesota takes the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.